What's going on, you guys? This is Death357 here, joined alongside with my buddy Chris and Shadow Price. And today I decided, you know what? Fuck it, man. I haven't played Borderlands in a while, or done any video on Borderlands. I did pre-sequel, but whatever. This time I'm going to be looking at guns that I consider to be some of the best guns you can find in Borderlands 2. And with the help of them, we're going to sit here and just crack down 10 decently good guns. Not in, like, 100% insanely perfect, but guns that are good enough to be used. So without a doubt, here are 10 fuck, I killed myself. Here are 10 weapons in Borderlands 2. Thunderball fists are slightly one of the more useful slash useless kind of pistols in Borderlands 2. They fire a projectile that flies up in the air and comes down to do most of the splash damage. The problem I have with the Thunderball Fist, however, is the lack of damage they can actually output on your opponent rather than what the gun says it is capable of. It also fires a direct upshot projectile that slams down and hits the opponents, making it nearly impossible to score a crit on the second shot, which does most of the weapon's damage. However, this gun is definitely worth getting if you are playing as either Axton, due to one of his skills allowing more ammunition for more guns that you have, or Maya, because it's a Maliwan. Maya based her class off Maliwan weapon, or can base her class off Maliwans, E-Techs, and every other type of elemental weapon. So if you want one of these, you can get it off Captain Flint. If not, you know, you can also farm, I think Loot Midgets drop them.
Infinity pistol, because it is a decent gun for in a pinch. It has unlimited ammo. It can be just about any type other than, I think it's explosive. I'm not sure. You can get it from Doc Mercy, Loot Midgets, or any suitable loot source. And it does a decent amount of damage for the type of gun it is. And if you have the right setup for action, you can unload a whole frickin' buttload amount of frickin' bullets and anything.
You can unload a whole clip. Okay, so number 8 would be the Skull Masher. Haven't used it much, mainly because I haven't looked at it, but it ends up being a sniper that shoots 5 shots at once, which you can tell can actually do some damage. It basically, if the enemy reveals a small weakness for a short period of time, you can just wipe it out. However, it has a extreme reduced damage, probably because it has a ×5 damage. So, decent gun, but I don't use it much.
The Omen is one of the guns made by T-Dye that's actually in the community is one of the best T-Dye weapons in the game, because for some reason it's one of the best when it comes to explosive damage. However, in my opinion, this gun is pretty decent. I don't run a T-Dye build on my Axton or a fire reload build. But essentially, from my own perspective of the gun benefits a lot better with the B shield, because more inflict damage and the reload speed with the B shield would be able to counteract and give it more damage than what it can usually do. Other than that, this gun's pretty good. If you want one of these, you can get this off of the Ancient Dragons of Destruction. It's a 1 in 3 loot chance.
Well, at the right distance, it can fire 3 shots, which, when they hit critical points, can do up to 1.92 million damage. You can get it on Digistruck Peak, and it's good for Axton and Zero class with the right builds. So you can do sniper or assault, and it actually is a fire as fast as you can, pull the trigger rifle.
Number 5 would be the Volcano. It has decent damage. For an OP8 sniper, it has 606,000. It has one of the highest burn chances of snipers, if not the highest, with 43.5 with the one I currently have on. You can get it from either the Warrior, or if you have the DLC, of Tiny Tina's assault on whatever the keep is. You can get it from the Handsome Sorcerer. It has a pretty decent crit damage. With my character, it's doing 13 million, though it might be higher depending on your build or lower. And it has a like 2-3 shots a second fire rate, so even if you miss, you'll be pretty well off. So yeah.
The Butcher. Now, without a doubt, the Butcher is one of the Commando or the Gunzerker's best shotguns to be used, other than another gun that's going to be showing up later in the countdown. The Butcher is by far one of the most commonly used guns, solely because of the fact of its ability to consistently regenerate ammo inside of the magazine as you fire. Now, the Butcher may not be as of insanely power, but considering the fact that you can land multiple shots without having to reload as the ammo regenerates over time, is in fact one of the main reasons why it's used consistently. Now, this weapon does have a drawback, as already seen. It doesn't do that much damage. Mainly for Zero, it can't really do anything in collect for damage. But using for a Commando, you can double the damage amount using a specific kind of perk. Or the Gunzerker, because of the Legendary Hoarder class mod, you can virtually never run out of ammo if you're running around with a Rough Rider. So, go get one. It's completely worth it. If you want a Butcher, make sure you go farm you some Legendary Loot Midgets, or if they can't drop from them, oh my god, what the fuck, from Rage on Ninja.
And number 3 on the list, we have the Sandhawk, which is an SMG that is best suited to be used with the B Shield. You can get it from the Pirate's Booty DLC from Chapter 7, the Whoops mission. It is best used for the Maya SMG build because it will double the damage. This gun is best used to be aimed down the sights to fire. It is terrible to use with hipfire. It has a decent fire rate, pretty good reload speed, plus a decent magazine size for a dual weapon of this class.
Lyuda. You get it from Gettle in the Dust, and it is one of the fastest firing snipers because it's a Vladoff, which means fully automatic. However, because it is a Vladoff, it will waste your ammo like crazy. Yeah. However, if you do use it, and you're fighting a large enemy like Terramorphous, since he can't move his crit spots fast, you will wreck his hit points. Since the bullet splits into 3, that's 3 crits of like 3 million damage each. And with it being automatic, you're going to do a lot of damage. But as I said, the drawback it has is it wastes your ammo fast. And if you are a Zero with the perk called at 1 with the gun maxed, you have 32 rounds per clip, and you only have a total of 132 shots. You're gonna waste all your ammo in like 2 minutes if you keep missing. But it is, when used with the B field, your crits will do about 30 million damage if the enemy is slagged. So it does a lot, and I mean a lot of damage, hence why it's number 2 on the list.
Harold, without a doubt, literally Borderlands 2's strongest handgun, whatever, in the game. This thing fires multiple projectiles at your targets for a lot of damage. If used by the Gunzerker, you can immensely take out naturally any foe if dual-wielding a Grog Nozzle or dual-wielding another Herald for most of the damage. Now, your best prefix for this gun is going to want to be the double penetrating, because instead of firing 7 projectiles, the double penetrating will make you fire 14 projectiles per shot, making you do immense more damage than highly shown or capable of dealing. Now, a lot of people think, you know, since most of these guns have drawbacks, this one's gonna have one too, right? Unfortunately, or funny enough actually, the Unkept Herald has no drawbacks whatsoever. It's a perfectly good gun used by a Torg company, and yeah, there's not really a confirmed drop of where to get the Unkept Herald. A lot of people are saying you can get it from Savage Lee. I have yet to have that happen. However, you can buy these from the Torg machines. Now, I'm not going to be the only one speaking of this gun. From my own opinion, it's one of my favorite guns. In fact, it's my favorite to run on my Gunzerker. But let's hear what we have to hear from Crimson.
Well, so far the Tor gun for me, it's a decent gun. It does a lot of damage for most pistols. You can do somewhere around 1.8 million damage a shot. It goddamn. It's a good pistol to do for most builds. You can fill just about any gap in your setup.
Charles?
So, in the short period of time I've been using it, it's best if you're close up to the enemy, so if your build doesn't like you doing that, this probably isn't the gun for you. However, if you do use it, the gun, and you hit them with every bullet, with even my sniper build, I've been doing about 3 million per projectile, well, per load of projectiles. And yeah, double penetrating would be the best, since 600,000 per shot times 14. That is a pretty good deal for a pistol that you're not used to. And if the enemy is slagged, you'll be doing around 3 million. Of course, this is OP 8. Don't know about the other OPs or level 72. Hit them in the head if you really want to kill them fast.
Like I said, guys, you can get this off of the Torg vendors for 630 Torg tokens. Not really hard to farm. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you would like, please subscribe to Charles's channel or Crimson's channel. I will put the link in the description below. Other than that, have a nice day and take care.